CXS playing the Marana. We've got ourselves Chu on the Clinks. Ninja Boogie once again on his support Alchemist. Insidious C playing the Bounty Hunter this time. And Sarah playing the Pudge, so he'll be going into that middle lane. And then on the bottom side, or on the Radiant side, we've got ourselves JO2 playing the Omni Knight. Boombell will take on the Pugna, so assuming him to be in the mid. Toy will be on the Anti-Mage, and Af will play the Wind Ranger, and that will leave the Nature's Prophet to the last one. In this squad, it will be the Dva. He wasn't there in the previous game, so we'll see if he has a different name when he actually comes back. 13 things shared. Still not a good hut skin. Shame. Oh well. Omni Knight. An Omni Knight game. Yep, that's it. Turned all white overnight. I like the Reddit post around that with the Age of Empires priests. Walala. Just making them from blue to red. Shout out to anybody who played Age of Empires. I think that's going to be a lot of people. A lot of people play Age of Empires. Wind Ranger, of course, still also Wind Ranger. As for people in the chat asking me not to call her Wind Ranger, I am calling her Wind Ranger because that is her new name. So, deal with it, as you will have to deal with it too. I'm gonna assume that there will be a Windrunner in the Blizzard game instead, just like there will be a Butcher / Pudge in the Blizzard game as well. That's why Pudge got not a different name, but he got his model reworked, a lot less bloody. He's wearing an apron now. Yeah, you don't see his intestines falling out of him anymore. He's less patched up. Though he still has got the scar on the head. Ah! That's a shame, isn't it? Can't do that. Well, we have a pause because we have a disconnect. Same person that was disconnected previous game during the draft, but he came back after the draft, so I'm kind of curious to see. I say same person, but at least he's on the same location. But, yeah, not yet here. We'll see if he comes back. We'll see indeed. Come on. Come on, we want ourselves a game because I only have like 35 minutes before I have to go. You know what? I'm just checking for you for when I have to go, where you can watch it otherwise. I'm not sure if it's going to be in English language, but at least you're going to be able to watch something, because something is better than nothing, right? Let me see. Oh, nope, it's on Thai. It's Thai language, I'm sorry. So, no other English cast. And of course, once again, for people that just joined us, you are watching the best of 3. This is game 2. A best of 3 to decide which one of these two teams will make it to the playoffs of the Rapture Gaming League. One of these two teams will not get anything out of the group stages games they've played. And they've been in this tournament for a long time. This tournament was started up in June or something. I think so. So that's a long time to be in a tournament, and if you then don't get anything out of it, that's a bit of a shame. Of course, the playoffs is the way place where you want to be. It's actually 10,000. I don't think it's dollars, but I think it's 10,000 currency of something. This doesn't say that much. I realize that. I'm gonna look that up for you right now, because otherwise it would be kind of awkward. Singaporean dollars. There we go. $10,000 for this. 10,000 Singaporean dollars for the winner. Second place 3,000. Third place 2,000, fourth place 1,000, fifth to 10th place 500. So I guess that, well, there's no 10th place. I guess that at least they might get at least 500 Singaporean dollars even if you don't make it to the playoffs. But yeah, it is not as much as 10,000 Singaporean dollars. Nobody said anything just yet. No admin. No player. I wonder if I'm the one that can ask that question. I mean, we've been waiting here for a while, haven't we? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. There we go. Unpause. It's good that I didn't ask. Reconnected back in. Well, let's take a look at how they're gonna lane this. Looks like we're gonna have Bounty Hunter just on the off lane. Will he be joined by Mirana? I don't really would be opposed to this lane. I kind of like it. Does mean that they have to share levels, but if it works for them, then they'll get ahead very far, and then of course shut down the anti-mage with that. And for people not happy with my casting, if I wouldn't be casting this, you wouldn't be able to watch it in English, so quit your whining. Thanks.
"30 seconds to battle."
Mirana roaming would be even better, by the way. Arrow first. Be a menace everywhere. Menace everywhere. Wouldn't mind that one either. Looks like we're gonna have ourselves Nature's Prophet roaming towards the top lane. Mid lane for the Pugna as expected, and then oh, we might have a skirmish right here. Bounty Hunter, invisible, roaming around. Giving some vision to the Mirana here. Toy. Thinking about turning around. I mean, that pure damage coming off from the Omni Knight is no joke this early on. Have to be careful with that. All the time. Alchemist making his way top. So far, I mean, he looks to be the support once again. Picked up a couple of wards given to his teammate. As the one farming will be the Clinks here on the safe lane. Supported by the Alchemist. It's an interesting combination because Clinks can do well by himself. I mean, he doesn't really need to be having a support, especially not against a Nature's Prophet. He'll be fine. Bottom lane is the lane where we're going to expect most troubles though. Mirana is going to try to get the farm and experience while Bounty Hunter is just trying to mess up the supports of Awake. If they can make this dual lane versus the trial lane work, that means that they have got 2 heroes needed to distract 3. They're going to be in a very good position coming out of the laning phase. With an anti-mage that is not yet as farmed as he could be. And of course with the top lane where they are outnumbering their opponents, perhaps they can get themselves a first blood in on that Nature's Prophet. Shackle does latch to a tree. Bounty Hunter, the second word gets placed down. They want to try and take it. In comes an arrow, hits upon the Omni Knight. Bounty Hunter will live. And before I continue, also of course shout out to my statsman who is in the game at the moment. Music will be providing you with stats about the game, about the players, about their heroes. So shout out to him.
Subtle Mirana.
The lane now completely pushed out without because of all the harassment that went on. This is very, very good for both Mirana and Bounty Hunter. They're gonna get some solid experience. It does give the chance for Wind Ranger to actually be pulling the wave though, and actually her double pull failed, so that's kind of a shame. But overall, I mean, with the creep wave away, oh, Alchemist coming in with the stun. Won't be able to come in on that though, unless the hook hits, but it's only level 2, so not high enough range to get that going. But yeah, with the creep wave pushing in, that means that Bounty Hunter cannot really rotate to try and get some experience off the neutrals as well. And Shackle lashes. Do they have another sentry? They don't! They already used both of them. No, they did not. They had a ward. There, they had a ward. They didn't want to try it though. Did not want to try it. Did not think they could make it in the time they would have had. Bounty Hunter. Level 2. Might be looking to try and make a gank happen, but it's gonna be a futile one because this is the ward that scouts him out. Maybe he'll still come back in though, but Omni-Knight now around the Pugna will mean that Pugna will be safe. Unless there's gonna... Oh, Sentry Ward gets placed. He gets scouted out, so that's gonna be indeed one safe Pugna, and perhaps even... Yeah. Never mind, no hook hitting once again. Pudge not hitting his stride. I like the Pudge pickup, by the way. It's not a pickup that you often see, obviously, but it's nice and it creates fear. They have a lot of skill shots though. With the arrow and the hook. If they can't make those happen, or if Awake is good enough to dodge all of them, Impervious is going to be in some trouble, but Alchemist is going to be, H Prophet is going to be in some trouble first. Bounty Hunter comes out. The first blood actually happens on the bottom lane. Mirana got left alone. Windrunner got the last hit with her power shot. The first blood gets spilled here on the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet. Oh, did he actually say Windranger gets there first? I didn't hear it. Damn it. Shouldn't talk during that. I was curious about that. I was hoping that she was gonna pick up first blood in the previous game, but first blood spilled. 2 kills overall though. As well, it's 2 for 1. Someone deny himself? I guess they did.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Pudge got a kill on the Pugna. What am I talking about? Everybody killed everybody at the same time. Pugna died. Nature's Prophet died. Mirana died. It was all at the same time. Great. Finally a hook hits and I miss it. Pudge making his way back to base, got harassed too much.
Dire's middle tower is
under back off. So the only kill that Awake got was the first blood, so at least they get that one, but they do lose the top lane and the middle lane at the same time. The question is, what is Toy getting back for it on the bottom lane? His last hits are still quite decent. He is 23 for 6. If you compare it up to the Klinks, then it is not as good though, because Klinks is sitting on 30 to 7, so he is definitely outlasting the Anti-Mage overall. Though of course Anti-Mage, once he has got his Battle Fury, which we're going to assume that he'll build, he'll be able to get out of control a lot faster than the Klinks is, while Klinks just continues farming at about the same rate. Perhaps Pudge can make a difference though, perhaps Pudge can get the hook in, he can! He comes with his member, the arrow, Toy will drop, that's gonna be a kill that they're very happy about, and a kill that they have to try to repeat over and over and over again as Pudge finds himself looking for another hook, looking for F. He doesn't have another dismember and he misses the hook anyways, so he won't be trying here again. We'll just be rotating back mid where his teammate has taken over the mid lane for the moment. Bounty Hunter getting some extra levels, getting some extra experience.
Top tower is under attack.
Making sure that a lane doesn't go to waste. Pudge, almost gets the hook up on Boomball. Doesn't quite get it though, as Mirana gets forced back out of the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet, by the way, did not rotate back towards top after dying there. He actually went to the jungle to get some farm there. Now he's trying to defend the lane. Perhaps he can at least deny it, but in comes the Alchemist charging up the stun. They're looking to try and take him down. The tower's still hitting up on Ninja Boogie though. This is going to be a costly one if Ninja Boogie goes down for it, and he will die. But at least Nature's Prophet dies first. Does get the gold for the kill, doesn't get the experience. And Chewie will still take the tower. They should be still taking the tower. Fortification will only delay the inevitable, really. And actually we'll make sure that the creeps get the last hit. That's a pretty neatly done trick. Last hit gold, of course, for the tower is increased. Last patch as Windrunner finds herself in the hands of the Bounty Hunter, but ooh, blink forward. Invisible straight away. The shackle, the arrow, hit up on Toy. They might want to try to take this down, but he will be able to blink away again in 6 seconds. Never mind, he doesn't have that time. Doesn't have that time at all. Not with level 2 Starfall there. Nicely done by Impervious, keeping that Anti-Mage locked down. And this was only because he blinked forward. Having that blink still on cooldown, level 1 blink only. He went for the typical, I believe it's the burning build, just go for 1 in everything and then stats all the way after that one. Which is of course decent as we have got a lot of rotation coming mid. Let's see if they can do it. Alchemist coming with the stun first. Bounty Hunter is around there. The hook shot. Boombell will be taking a dive there. Nice blast still coming in from the Pugna, making sure that they at least don't try anything else. And at the same time, Klinks gets a kill on top on the Nature's Prophet. It is 2 for 7 in Impervious. They are showing their dominance once again. They are getting ahead. But this time they've built in an insurance policy with an Anti-Mage. If they can draw out this game long enough, this Anti-Mage can definitely put them back on track, put them back in the game. They have to not lose Anti-Mage more though, as Alchemist gets decrepified, and actually the blast doesn't hit him. He might be able to run from this. A couple more last hits needed. Will do the job. There we go. Pugna gets it. Was close to getting away though. That was a bit awkward. The Decrepify is still allowing that Alchemist to walk out of range of the blast. Tower will be continued to be harassed, and with that blast of the Pugna, of course, the... Oh, nice hook by Nature's Prophet. Moonlight Shadow comes in as well. The tower will get fortified, so this is going to be the Night Tower. Should be the Night Tower. In comes more. The arrow will hit. No, they won't. The hook is there, though. Boom Bell, Starstorm. That's going to be one Pugna dead. The heal won't save him. Omni Knight will live to see another day, as at the same time, Klings gets another kill on top lane. I mean, I'm sitting on the middle lane and kills happening at the same time everywhere, but this Klings is having the time of his life. As Omni Knight finds himself hit by an arrow and Starstorm, and the hook doesn't even need to be there anymore. Another kill goes away of Impervious. 3-4-11. It is getting out of control once again. They need to slow this game down. Nature's Prophet can do that. Windrunner can do that with Power Shot. Omni Knight can't really do that much, but he can at least keep some of his teammates safe and give them a free BKB if they need to. But they have to be wary, because this Klings, the kills that he's gotten, he hasn't really been on the hunt for them. And once that Klings got himself an Orchid, he will be hunting. And I'm not so sure who can live to tell the tale after he's been the target of his hunt. Let's see though, as we have got support trio, or duo rather. Pugna is not a support, what am I saying? Gonna leave that trio for now because the game comes out. The track is there. Nature's Prophet sure can toss very early, so he might be trying to teleport out, and he looks to be able to do that. Arrows will still hit, but the teleports come in from the rest of the teammates, and that means that nobody will die here. Bounty Hunter has teleported himself home. The Shuriken toss was a bit too early, but he didn't have a choice. When those TPs came in, he needed to be there. He needed to be gone there. He needed to be doing as much as he can and then just run. And he did that. Damage control, they might not have gotten the kill, but they forced out 3 teleports. That's decent enough. That's almost, that's a little bit less than 400 gold. Am I saying that right? Well, that is a bit more than 400 gold. There we go. Golden Roshan, delivering items. In the meantime, the tower in the mid lane will go down. Oh, was already down. It was denied by the Alchemist, but Anti-Mage is actually farming mid right now.
Denied.
Gets a track. There is an Omni Knight around him. He knows that that's his job right now. JO2 should be around this Anti-Mage 24/7 to make sure that that Anti-Mage will live. If he doesn't get a Battle Fury, this game is lost. Look at the net worth, by the way. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it, but it's it's not as dominating as the previous game at this point in the game. I mean, at this point in the game, previous game, Awake with the lineup that didn't really have the chance to make it to late game against what Impervious had, they already look pretty bad. At this lineup, at least Awake has a chance with that Anti-Mage in that court. And Nature's Prophet as well, of course, the main split push MVP, right? I mean, we've all seen it done before.
Radiant's bottom tower,
but they have to be careful not to get behind too much before this game ends. The Crepify comes out. Pudge still gets to dismember off. The tower's there as well. Alchemist stun. Pudge will be able to run away from that, and Doom, or Pugna, will go down. Doom? What? Doom befell them, Pugna. That's not what I wanted to say, but it can fit. Awake, forced middle, with only Anti-Mage left farming. If they can keep Awake busy here, with 4 of them, and still have, like, if Awake can have all 5 of Impervious around the mid lane and not lose too much. Oh, the dust comes out, they get both of them, but I don't think it matters, they'll just go in. Nice attempt to still kill off the Windrunner. The vision is also there from the Treants, but it doesn't look like the Bounty Hunter goes down. He still gets picked off though in the end. The Pugna comes in, teleports us in, blasts him. The hook went on the Omni Knight, gets the pick up there as well. Nice nether ward. That accidentally hurts on the Klings as well, but the ward gets picked up. The Perpetrator gets picked up as well, the one that put down the ward, which is of course the Pugna. This game is just a loose screws for Awake. They have to do something, they have to change their plan somehow. They have to make something happen, get something in return for whatever they lose in the mid lane. They try to go for tower, but already forced back. Anti-Mage rotates back bottom because he needs to continue farming, but bottom he is not safe. There's wards all over the place. He cannot be farming without Impervious actually allowing him to. And they are able to stop him. Ha! 6 for 5, 4 for 3. Nice. positive ratios for both. I mean, when I was talking about the skill shots, they're very important. If they can't hit them, their lineup is a bit, you know, sad. Oh god, that was really... Yeah, I guess his Orchid is done. Yes, that's an Orchid Kling's anti-mage. That's a deep sigh right there. It is such a strong uphill battle for Awake. I mean, no, nothing is impossible if you're talking about Dota. Anything can happen. You know, it's arrow. It's an arrow and a Starstorm, and well, maybe the right click is enough. The life drain? Nope. Mirana can hit you faster than the life drain will drain you dry. Ages for the Klings. Not like he needed it because he hasn't died yet a single time. This is Awake. Looking not so awake. That's a nice arm thing he's wearing. Common. But they still try. They have to try. They have to continue on. This is their last chance. They already are one game down.
Dire's bottom tower is
Sentry
under
ward.
attack.
They already passed it. They know that he is still there. But he also knows that they know that he is there. So tracks go on. Push comes in. In comes the Omni Knight. He is going to be the first one to get picked up. That means no silence, no repel, or no heal, no repel. And the hook will clean out the Wind Ranger. And Anti-Mage at least was able to get himself out of there. But that is going to be 2 extra kills on the board for Impervious, who will try to look at tier 2 towers from this point onward. Now, we saw in the previous game that when Impervious had a good game, like they had a good game. Obviously, they won the game. But they were having a good early game, and then them going up the high ground wasn't really as easy as it looked from the way that they were ahead. So this game, in terms of turtle potential, Awake has got that Pugna Blast, they've got the Power Shot. The heal, actually, the Purification from the Omni Knight is pretty decent as well for counter pushing with healing a creep of your own, doing damage to the ones around it and stuff. And that might be what they need to get this game still going for them, as the hook will hit and the stun as well. Oh well. Anti-Mage tracked up. They know he's there. Another track goes up, this one on the Omni Knight. There is Nature's Prophet teleporting in. They need to do something here. They need to at least not let the Anti-Mage die. And Anti-Mage realizes that he is the one to have to back out. He is running for his life. There's no dismember for a little while longer. Still gets the hook off though. Blink Away is still there. It is the Pugna that goes down first. The silence now up on the Omni Knight. Shuriken follows him. And that's going to be another pickup for the Klings. Nature's Prophet tries to TP out and barely makes it out. Anti-Mage though, the one that was for it was all about. Well, it was all about him. He is the one to make it out alive. Barely, but he could make it. Continues farming. They lose 3 for the price of letting Anti-Mage live. Bounty Hunter and Killing's not really an Anti-Mage friends at all, by the looks of it. Looks like Nature's Prophet might still be thinking about a Dagon, which would be awkward, by the way, because if you look at him, Impervious lineup, who's gonna die from a Dagon? Maybe Miranda is taking a bit of a beating from that. Miranda overall is mostly a bit of a glass cannon, but at this point she is quite far ahead also in level, so she's not having the risk of dying just yet. Oh, look at that. Omni Knight doesn't even have Guardian Angel yet. He's still level 5. The Sprout's up. Ninja Boogie getting shackled to a tree, still charging up a stun. He does get saved by the Moonlight Shadow, and it looks to be enough with a double stun. It will be the Wind Ranger that dies first. Nature's Prophet, Decrepit fight, save his life, but Shuriken still comes in, cleans him out. Looking for another kill. It is the Omni Knight that drops, and that is going to be a 3-0 engagement. That all started off with Awake trying to find an easy kill on the support Alchemist. Couldn't get it done though, as looks like Pugna might make it out alive unless Ysera can make a hookshot happen. They don't know where he went though, or do they? Nope. Nicely done. The track ran out. Hide and seek game completed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Anti-mage, Battle Fury, done. 18 minutes. It's not even that bad of a time. Oh, that's stun. The Crepify helps out and the heals comes out as well. Positive Urn Charge, gets healed up back full. He actually got a gem as well. Nice dodge on the hook. Track is still there though. And Impervious is still dangerous as ever. And I mean, 18 minutes Battle Fury and treads.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It is not amazing, of course. It is not good, but considering the trouble he's been in, considering it's 4 to 27, it's not that bad. Now, can he be allowed to farm for another, let's say, 15 minutes? That's you know, the one thing that they have to worry about. The Shackle hits upon Miranda. Perhaps they're able to take him down. Alchemist, sorry, Kalinx comes in, takes down the Omni Knight with the Soul Burn coming out. The arrow will miss. Looking for a hook if you're the Pudge. The stun goes up on the Pugna though, and he's the one to get hooked and go down. The Shackle will ledge Pudge to a tree, but there's no follow-up. There's not even enough mana for a power shot. That's going to be 2 extra heroes picked up. And Omni Knight still not level 6. Impervious has gone to great lengths to make sure that that Omni Knight dies first every single fight. He is the one to get the Orchid on him. He is the one that can't be doing anything in the game. As looks like... Woohoo! The Alchemist! He was actually... I was going to say it looks like he's going to have his teleport interrupted, but nope. Gets out in time. Shackle doesn't latch, power shot still there as Alchemist actually ended up stunning himself. Kalinx is able to get out Nature's Prophet, and look, there goes the Omni Knight once again. Omni Knight who's died 7 times. Omni Knight is 0-7-0. Well, of course, I mean, they have 4 kills, so I guess it's not that difficult as there's a hook and a kill. I guess I shouldn't have been worried about not making it, like, out of this game in time before I had to go to the dentist. I mean, yeah. I'm a bit lost here because I feel like I'm casting team fights all the time while it doesn't really, like, it's a bit... It feels like it might be slightly over. All depends on that anti-mage. I mean, we've seen it done before. He might not be a Phantom Lancer, so... Going up against Rexdown might be more difficult than it is with the Phantom Lancer, but he's still one of those heroes that if he joins the fight, he might be able to make a difference. He kind of needs a BKB though, because if he gets stunned, he